We are a manufacturing and trading company. The main products are galvanized steel coil, GI, pre-painted galvanized steel coil, PPGI. As an expert in this field, you know these coating products in the coating is to be beautiful, barrier and slow down air corrosion. So the quality of coating zinc coating and paint thickness and corrosion resistance of is the main indicators of the evaluation of galvanized and color-coated steel coil. In order to make you more intuitive understanding of the zinc layer and the paint on the product function, we are here to do some demonstration experiments for you. At the same time, we also want to prove that the difference between our products and the general market products. Let me take you to do an experiment. 1. Test preparation. We take an ordinary galvanized steel plate from the market. The area is as A4 paper and make it number 1. The area is also as A4 paper and make it number 2. We take 2 ordinary color-coated plates from the market. Regardless of color, the area is as A4 paper and making it number 1. Paint is used Japanese paint. The area is also as A4 paper and making number is 2. German coating measurement instrument. 2. The test begins. Put the instrument instructions arrive the maximum scale of 100 first, and then release the thickness gauge to make it automatically rebound. Instrument data read as positive 2.6 micron, 2.2 micron on the back. Through theoretical conversion, the total zinc layer is double-sided, 34 grams per square meter. Instrument instructions belong to maximum scale of 100 first. Instrument data read as positive as 7 microns. The back is 7.1 microns. Clean the surface of the color-coated galvanized plate. Put the first sample plate on the table with German coating thickness gauge. Reset it. Then put the instrument instructions arrive the maximum scale of 100 first, and then release the thickness gauge to make it automatically rebound. Instrument data read as positive 12 micron, 7 micron on the back. To test it in the same way, with the same test method, we can look at the test result. Instrument data of Vica brand plate read as positive 29 microns, the back 10.4 microns. In order to prove the essential difference between the two pieces of sample about anti-corrosive function, cause there often contains carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide in the air. These pollutants are easy to dissolve in moist air to form a similar to the harmful gas of acidic and alkaline. General human hard to perceive it. But it is real a damage to our building decoration materials, galvanized sheet, and the surface paint coating, easy to shorten the service life of the decoration materials. So we demonstrate the second experiment, its salt spray test. Material preparation. Use 2 pieces of galvanized samples last experiment as the material of this experiment. 10-liter 5% sodium chloride solution. Please note that because the galvanized sheet metal in the slit nose zinc layer of protection, in order not to affect the result of the experiment, for a model of 4 surrounding, we must make the pledge that we will use adhesive tape to seal. Prevent salt fog into the edge of template. Put 2 pieces of samples at the same time into the salt spray testing machine. Open the salt spray test machine and record down the moment. Oh, as if there is no difference between sample 1 and sample 2 surface. Okay, we'll put them back. Continue to test. Again, after 24 hours, we again to see what happens. Please staff to record time. Please take out the 2 samples. The surface of the sample 1 appears white rust. The surface of the sample 2 is excellent without damage. This shows that the zinc layer on the surface of sample 1 started the corrosion. Let's see what kind of difference happened to the 2 steel sheets. Oh, serious corrosion phenomenon happened on sample 1, while the sample 2 just a little punctiform white rust. What does this mean? This means the thicker zinc coating protective ability is much better than the thinner zinc coating for the steel. From now on, the third test is acid resisting test, aiming to prove that different paint thickness have the different ability in protecting goods. Material preparation, which had been tested in the above two testing as the material. 1000 milliliters beaker. Sample preparation. Seal the number 1 and number 2 samples with the adhesive tape, protecting the hydrochloric acid permeated to the edge. Testing start. Not first. Fourth is alkali resisting test. 1. Material preparation. Take the 2 samples, which numbered 1 and 2, which had been tested in the last testing as the material. 1000 milliliters beaker. Sample preparation. Seal the number 1 and number 2 samples in 4 edges with the adhesive tape. 3. Testing start. 2 samples could not have any damage in the surface, otherwise it will have a bad influence in the testing results. Please note, the national standard alkaline testing time is 24 hours. Almost all the building and furnishing materials used after molding, so the coating film's adhesion and ductility is also a key point to the coated products. For the coating products adhesion, we hope the coating film's adhesion, the more the better. The ductility, the bigger the better. But different qualities coating film's adhesion and the ductility is different. Let's do the test for this point. And length no more than 20 centimeters, and marked as number 2 sample, and 1 pressing machine. Hold it and spin the handle to an acute angle and press the acute angle into 180 degrees. This is OT. Then we check if there is cracking in the paint at 55 millimeters of bending part. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we can clearly see the paint in the bending part has fall off, which has let the zinc layer appear. And that means the paint lost its protective function. Next, we do the same procedure with sample number 1 to bend it to 180 degrees again. Now the bending part will be 2 layers, which we call this as 1T. Then we visually check curved portion if there is any cracking or peeling of paint coating in the range of 55 millimeters, and we can see there is a small amount of paint coat fall off, lost its protective function again, and get 2 times of the thickness, which we call as 2T. And this time, we didn't see coating off. But look carefully. The coated surface is broken. Let us take a look if there's any peeling, and we can see that small amount of zinc coating exposed, indicating paint coating has been destroyed, lost its protection function again, which we call as 3T. Now we can see there's no destroying signs in the curved part. Now we see there's no destroyed signs in the curved part. Still use tape to test the sample in the same way, but this time there's no peeling sign again. We call this successful test as 3T. So we can say sample number 1 can reach the requirements of 3T in the side of adhesion and ductility. We put one side of the sample number 2 into bending tester about 10 millimeters, hold it and spin the handle to an acute angle, then put the sample into pressing machine and press the acute angle into 180 degrees. Okay, we can clearly see the paint in the bending part has fall off, which has let the zinc layer appear. And that means the paint lost its protective function. Now the bending part will be 2 layers, which we call this as 1T. Then we visually check curved portion. Okay, to have a better observation, we affix Scotch tape along the curved part. Smooth the tape and then in the direction of 60 degrees quickly tear the tape. Let us take a look if there is any peeling, and we can find out complete paint coat without any destruction. We call this successful test as 1T. So, technically, we can say sample number 2 can reach the requirements of 1T in the side of adhesion and ductility. 3T is qualified. Okay, here are our experiments. Hope smart customers you is our responsibility to guarantee your satisfying quality.